Hey, I look forward to talking with you shortly. In order for us to focus our time on you, I wanted to go ahead and get a few items out of the way. First, yes, it is entirely free to work with us. Think of us as a real estate broker, but for franchises. We get a referral fee on the back end from the franchise company when a placement happens, and none of that's passed on to you in any way. If you were to go directly to a franchise or you go through us, you're going to pay the same franchise fee. So it's a nice, clean model. Also, we're affiliated with IFPG, which is the largest franchise brokerage in North America. We work with over 600 franchise companies. Really, it's most of the companies that are looking to expand that also have markets to expand into. Now, even though we work with 600 companies, at any given time, there's usually 50 or 60 that I feel strongest about. Now, having been a franchisor and I am a multi brand franchisee myself, I'm looking through those lenses at items such as the profit model, competitive advantages. What are current owners in the system saying about their experience thus far? We're looking at the leadership team. Now, I really want to see a good blend of not only industry experience, but franchise experience represented on that team and their backgrounds. Next, let's discuss the process. Given that most of our clients are executive level and have time constraints and calendar constraints, we've designed our process to streamline the initial exploratory phase for you. In our introductory call, which I'm really looking forward to, I will seek to understand your background, your current situation, the role that you're looking to play in the business, the funding approach, which I'll talk more about this in our initial call. We'll talk about what interests you may have in general to different types of businesses. Again, we'll discuss all of this further on that call. Next, I'll ask you to complete a short questionnaire. It takes probably 2 minutes to fill out, just an online profile. I will then begin to reach out to franchisors that, based on what you've shared with me and what I'm seeing in the market and what we're seeing with other clients, they have good availability there in the market. Which ones could be a good fit for you based on your background? Essentially, if I were in your shoes, what franchises would I want to be looking at? And the way that I share these opportunities with you is to create a custom video where I discuss the businesses and provide a deck that includes additional information on each of them. The goal on your end will then be to narrow down these opportunities to the three or four that seem most intriguing. Certainly, if you want to talk to more, we can set up those calls. We will then have those companies that you select reach out to schedule overview calls with you at your convenience. And I'd say after you've had a couple of conversations, it would be great if we could regroup on a touch base call where I can help you process what you're learning and we can iterate as needed. Certainly, you can always pause conversations with the franchisor or bring other companies in for consideration. But what we found is that talking with several out of the gate is typically a good starting point. And so it allows you to make comparisons, but also not get inundated with too much information all at once. And it's really funny. Over and over again, we see clients typically choose their third or fourth choice going in. That's where they have the light bulb moment and they look at their spouse and say, I never would have thought of that one, but that one makes a lot of sense. And I would venture to say probably 90% of our clients end up with a business in an industry that was never on their radar. So it can be a lot of fun to go through this. Now, from a franchise or discovery standpoint, what they will do is they'll take you through a series of calls in which they'll really try to paint a picture of the business. They'll provide information on different angles. They'll give you an overview of the brand, review the FDD, the franchise disclosure document with you. They'll discuss unit economics. They'll review territory mapping. They'll have you talk to other owners in their systems through what we get to do. It's called validation, where you get to hear about their experience and ask them questions about their ramp up and their backgrounds. Ultimately, the process concludes with what's called a discovery day or confirmation day. This is where the company will fly you into their home office for a day or two, spend that time with them. You get to know their team, you get a sense for the culture, and certainly get any remaining questions answered. Now, I'm always happy to jump on touch base calls throughout the process and to serve as a support mechanism for you. And I can be a sounding board and a resource. Also, if you want to explore SBA funding or retirement funding, or have a franchise attorney review the agreement, or even have a recruiter help recruit key employees into your business, we've got all those types of partnerships that we can pull in to support you. So it's really a one-stop shop for your franchise exploration. I really look forward to our first call. I look forward to partnering with you, getting to know you, and supporting you in any way that I can throughout the process.